The Galactic Trade Council's annual meeting was the most prestigious event in civilized space. Representatives from 1,000 advanced worlds gathered to discuss commerce, technology, and the redistribution of resources. Earth's application for membership had been submitted 3 years ago. Ambassador Krexval of the Altari hegemony reviewed Earth's file with barely concealed disdain. Atomic weapons? Chemical rockets? They still burn fossil fuels? His crystalline form chimed with laughter. Next, they'll tell us they've discovered fire. The council chamber erupted in amusement. Earth's representative, Ambassador David Park, stood quietly at the podium, weathering their mockery. The humans barely have one unified government, added Counselor ZYTH from the Morganian Empire. Half their planet still experiences hunger. They fight over resources that we create from base atoms. Why are we even considering this backwater rock? Park cleared his throat. Earth offers unique biodiversity, cultural perspectives, and silence, Krexval commanded. The council has reviewed your application. Earth is denied membership. Your species is too primitive, too violent. Perhaps in another 1,000 years, if you survive that long. Park nodded slowly. I understand. May I ask one question before I leave? Krexval waved a dismissive appendage. Speak. Do any of you know what a nuclear weapon actually does? The chamber fell silent. Counselor ZYTH scoffed. Primitive atomic fission. Barely enough to crack a moon's surface. Our antimatter converters. Not the explosion, Park interrupted. I mean what they represent. You see, every species here developed past nuclear weapons quickly because you saw them as stepping stones to better technology. But humans? We've lived with them for over a century. We've had thousands aimed at each other, at our own cities, our own children. He paused, letting that sink in. We're the only species in this room that achieved spaceflight while holding a gun to our own head. The only species that looked at weapons capable of ending our civilization and said, let's keep these around, just in case. Do you know what that makes us? Krexval's form flickered uncertainly. Insane. Experienced, Park corrected. In mutually assured destruction. In brinksmanship. In the kind of warfare where victory means being the last one to die. You call us primitive because we still have nukes. I say we're the only species here that truly understands what they mean. He pulled out a small communicator. Earth High Command, this is Ambassador Park. First contact protocol has failed. Authorization code, Prometheus Unbound. The council members laughed. What are you going to do, human? Throw rocks at our ships? Park smiled grimly. No, we're going to show you why Earth never moved past nuclear weapons. We perfected them instead. 3 days later, the first reports came in. A mining operation in the Altari system vaporized. Not by one nuclear weapon, but by thousands of micronukes, each no bigger than a grain of sand, launched from human stealth ships that the advanced sensors never detected. The Morganian Empire's prized shipyards found themselves surrounded by nuclear mines that had been there for months, waiting. Earth's message was simple. Dismantle them yourselves or we will. But the true horror came when the Council realized the full scope of Earth's nuclear doctrine. Humans hadn't just weaponized atomic fission. They'd turned it into an art form. Nuclear bullets that could pierce any shield. Nuclear nanobots that could reduce a city to atoms. Nuclear viruses that targeted specific genetic markers. Impossible! Krexval raged as another outpost went dark. We have energy shields, antimatter weapons, quantum destabilizers. Admiral Jennifer Chun appeared on the Emergency Council broadcast. You have weapons of war. We have weapons of extinction. Every single human ship, satellite, and space station is armed with nuclear devices. We've been preparing for this moment since we discovered we weren't alone. You're bluffing, Ziwadich stammered. You wouldn't dare use them all. Chen's expression was stone. Counselor, we've had nuclear weapons pointed at our own children for over 100 years. We've lived every day knowing we could end ourselves in minutes. You think we'd hesitate to use them on you? The attacks continued for 1 week. Surgical strikes that demonstrated Earth's capability without causing mass casualties. The message was clear. We can reach you anywhere, anytime, with weapons you dismissed as primitive. Finally, Krexval himself called for negotiations. What do you want? Park, still in the same clothes from the council meeting, sat across from him. Membership was never the goal. Respect was. You called us a backwater rock. You laughed at our weapons. You dismissed our entire species as primitive. He leaned forward. Now you know better. Earth doesn't want to join your council. We want you to leave us alone. Forever. Any ship that enters soul space will be met with nuclear fire. Any threat to Earth will be answered with the full might of a species that weaponized the atom and never looked back. The council agreed unanimously. As Earth's delegation left, Counselor ZYTH asked quietly, "How many nuclear weapons does Earth actually have?" Park paused at the door. "Every human knows that answer, Counselor. Enough. We have enough." The Galactic Trade Council added a new entry to their star charts. The Sol system was marked with the universal symbol for extreme danger and a simple note. Here there be monsters. Nuclear monsters. Earth had called back. The galaxy would never forget the sound.